Hey friends, this video is a practice that is going to be entirely on the floor and is very much about sweetness and pleasure and using the yoga practice and our breath as a way to create a sense of space, of healing, and of self-care. And so you will need a block and a strap for our practice today. And we'll begin by just laying right down on the back. So meet me there. Have your block and your strap close by. You're not going to use them right away, but you want them relatively easy to access. And then find yourself in a comfortable reclined position of your choice. That could be a regular Shavasana, or if your low back is at all tender, plant your feet and knock your knees together. Take a moment to land and settle yourself, maybe by gliding your shoulder blades a little bit down the back, palms face up, and then start to land. As you start to rest and relax down on your back, take this first moment to scan your body and start to feel in for what is present for you physically, how your energy level is, and any emotions or feelings or maybe persistent thoughts that might be present right now. Now, this practice is about creating a sense of freedom, of healing, and of self care. And the only way that we can cultivate a practice like this successfully is through present moment awareness. It requires us to feel what is happening in the moment and make choices based on that information that bring us closer to a sense of wholeness and sweetness and kindness. Now, with that said, if that is something that is challenging for you, you could take a moment right now to think about someone who is really beloved to you, who you hold really close to your heart. Now, this could be a family member or a beloved friend. This could also be a pet or an animal or even a tree. When you think about this beloved being who you care for deeply, how would you want this being to hold themselves in their practice? What kind of feelings would you want them to have? And if you can connect to and cultivate this sense of care and compassion for this beloved person or being, can you do the same thing for yourself in our short time together today? Take a moment to get a sense of what that feels like, that sense of care. And then we'll begin with a short pranayama practice here on the back called Dirga Pranayama. It's a 3-part breath. And we'll go through each of the 3 parts separately and then do one where we put it all together. So begin by exhaling all of your breath out through your nose. Inhale into or towards your low belly and your low back. At the top of your inhale, pause and hold your breath, retain. As you exhale, sigh out your mouth and relax your low belly and low back. Now again, part 2, exhale all your breath out. Inhale into your middle ribs and middle back. At the top of your inhale, pause and hold the breath. Exhale out the mouth, take a sigh, and relax this area of the body, softening into the floor. Now, last piece, part 3, Inhale into your upper chest, your upper back, even all the way up towards the collarbones. Hold the breath at the top. And sigh it out. Now let's try it all together. Next time you inhale, breathe into low belly, then middle ribs, then upper chest. Hold the breath. As you exhale, how much can you relax into the earth? And then one more. Inhale into low belly and low back, middle ribs, middle back, then upper chest and upper back. Hold the breath. Feel the fullness for a moment more. Exhale, sigh it out and relax into the earth. Now go ahead and straighten your left leg along the mat and gather your right knee in towards your chest. Parakanasana. At first, take a moment just to take any rotation or rocking through your right hip or your right ankle. Just feeling in, how does this right hip, right low belly, right low back, how does that area feel today in this moment? And then settle in, holding in stillness, but with a soft grip on your right leg. Exhale all of your breath out. Through the nose, inhale into the right hip, right low belly, and right low back. Hold the breath for just a pause. Then as you exhale, press your shin gently up into your hands and draw your low belly down. Relax completely. Next time you inhale, breathe into the right hip, right low belly, and right lower back. Pause for a moment at the top of your inhale, and then exhale, press the shin up into the hands, soften the teeth, draw the low belly just a little down. And release the work, soften. The second part's a little different. Inhale again into right hip, right low belly, and right low back. This time as you exhale, draw the thigh towards the ground, closing the hip. And release the pull, last piece. Inhale into the right side. Exhale, maybe with a sigh, draw the right leg in, and you can add on by reaching as much as feels caring and sweet through your left leg. Okay. Release the right leg and plant your right foot flat on the floor. Your right knee will point up to the ceiling and take your arms out into a T or a goalpost shape. This next move is from the wonderful and amazing T.S. Little, and it's a flowing movement that's going to start to create some freedom through your low back and through your belly. So please note that your right foot will stay on the floor for this. Next time you inhale, open your right leg to the right, pivoting on your foot, half Parakanasana. Exhale, bring the knee back to center. Now push your right foot into the floor, knock the knee to the left. Inhale, take a little twist. Again, your right foot is flat. And then exhale, bring the hip down, knee to center. Inhale, right knee to the right, half Parakanasana. Exhale, center. Push into your right foot. Inhale, twist a little to the left. And exhale, center. Let's do it again. Inhale, half Parakanasana. Exhale, center. Inhale, twist. And exhale, center. Let's do just a few more. So keep going at your own pace, making sure that your movements are smooth and fluid, but also making sure that the depth that you're going is just enough, not too deep. Again, feels like it's creating some freedom and some pleasure through your body. Now, for the last few cycles, you have the option to add on. As your knee rotates from the midline, turn your nose opposite. And then exhale, nose and knee to center. And then inhale, knee to one direction, nose to the other. And exhale, center. Again, you can skip the neck rotation or add it in, taking just one more cycle through. Now, the next time that you land in that half Parakanasana shape, pause. Keep your nose back up through neutral. Take a moment and rest here in half Parakanasana. Now exhale all the breath out. Inhale into your right hip, right low belly, and right low back. Hold for just a moment. Exhale, take a sigh. And then slide along the pinky edge of your foot until your right leg is straight. And take a moment to absorb that little sweet whoosh, maybe tingle through the right side. Can you feel that your right and left sides feel different now? Okay, let's take the second side now. So go ahead and gather your left knee in towards your chest, right leg straight along the floor. And first things first, just give your leg a little rotation or wiggle in any way that feels good to you. And then go ahead and settle yourself to a neutral position with a light grip on the leg. Part one here is to engage through the hamstring a little bit. So start by taking an inhale into your left hip, left low belly, and low back. Hold for just a moment at the top of the inhale. Then as you exhale, press your shin gently up into your hands and draw your low belly a little bit down. Soften, completely relax. Take a deep inhale into left hip, left low belly, and low back. Pause at the top of your inhale. Exhale, press your shin up into your hands just lightly, belly to spine. Okay, part two, soften your legs, soften your body. Inhale into your left side. Exhale, draw your left thigh down towards the ground, getting a nice firm squeeze. One more, soften your grip, make space for your inhale into your left hip. As you exhale, maybe out of sigh or even a lip flutter as you draw your left leg in with the option to reach through the right leg a little bit. Good, and release. Plant your left foot flat with your knee pointing up. Take your arms into a goalpost or a T shape. And we'll move through this little flow. Again, at first, just your leg moves. Next time you inhale, open the left knee to the left. Exhale, pivot on the foot back to center. Press your left foot into the floor, twist to the right, knee knocks across the body a little. Exhale, bring your hip back to the ground and back to center. Inhale, half Parakanasana, left knee to the left. Exhale, center. Push into your left foot. Inhale, gentle twist. Exhale, center. And keep moving like this at your own breath pace, taking a few rounds to feel hopefully the sweetness and a little bit of pleasure that comes as you gently start to open and tweak and torque and move your own fascia. Double check that your jaw stays relaxed. And again, you can either stick with this simple flow or you can start to add your nose rotating opposite your knee. So inhale, nose and knee move opposite each other. Exhale, bring them both to center, and then inhale again, nose and knee opposite. And exhale, center. Just doing a few more like this, observing the body and how this hopefully is serving you, right? Not forcing yourself too deeply, flowing easily. The next time your leg lands to the left in that half Parakanasana shape, you're going to pause there. Take a moment to just get nice and heavy, relax into the ground. Next time you inhale, breathe into your left hip. Exhale, side out. And then slide your left leg straight, full Shavasana for just a moment. Absorb what just happened. Taking the time to uptake the sweetness from your practice is a really great way to practice healing and self-care. All right, go ahead and plant both of your feet flat. Keep your arms out into a goalpost shape. And then grab your block and place it between your inner thighs so that it's resting on your pubic bone, and you're holding the block with your thighs parallel. You're gonna do a little abdominal practice. And I know I mentioned that this was gonna be a practice around pleasure, so maybe not for you, that abs are enjoyable, but using this as a way to start to build a little bit of heat in the core to protect and integrate the spine. So giving you enough energy, but not so much that it's super intense. So feet planted flat. This is going to be not too intense. Elbows wide on the floor to begin. Inhale into your low belly and low back. Hold your inhale, squeeze the block gently between your thighs. Hold your inhale, press your feet lightly into the floor. Exhale, curl your head and shoulder blades up off the mat, close your elbows, and look at the block. Inhale, lower down slowly, elbows widen, soften your body completely, and take a couple normal breaths here. Part 2, a little bit different. Inhale into your low belly and low back. Hold the breath, squeeze the block, and press into your feet. Exhale, curl your head and shoulder blades up and close your elbows, but this time look up at the ceiling and reach your elbows up to the sky. Inhale, lower all the way down, elbows wide. Take a moment to completely relax your belly. Next time you inhale, breathe into low belly and low back. Hold the breath, squeeze the block and press into your feet. Exhale, curl up and twist to the left. Elbows point towards your left thigh. Inhale, lower all the way down, elbows wide and relax completely, breathing normally for a moment. Last piece here. Inhale into low belly and low back. Hold the breath, squeeze the block, and press the feet into the floor. Exhale, curl up and twist to the right, pointing elbows towards your right thigh. Inhale, lower all the way down. We're going to do just one more round of those 4 parts, and we'll go a little faster this time. If you're feeling pretty good, and it would be interesting and sweet and pleasurable for you to go a little bit more fiery with a little more oomph, you could lift your legs up with your knees bent. Otherwise, feet stay planted, same exact flow. Here we go. Inhale into your low belly. Hold the breath, squeeze the block. This time, push your low back into the floor. Exhale, curl head and shoulder blades up, put your elbows at the block. Now pull your low belly a little down. Inhale, lower all the way down. Hold the breath, squeeze the block, push your low back into the floor. Exhale, curl up to the ceiling, look up and reach your elbows up. Pull low belly down. Inhale, lower all the way down. Hold the breath, squeeze the block, push your back into the floor. Exhale, twist to the left, pull low belly down. Last one, inhale, lower all the way down, elbows wide. Hold your breath, squeeze the block, press your low back into the floor. Exhale, twist to the right. Pull low belly down. Inhale, come all the way down. Exhale, release your legs to the floor. And then take your arms down by your sides with your palms facing up. I'm going to keep the block between your inner thighs, please. Take a couple breaths to absorb the heat. Maybe it's quite subtle. It's moving through your belly. Let that integrate and settle into your body. Exhale all your breath out. Inhale, low belly, then middle ribs, then upper chest. Hold your breath at the top. Exhale, take a sigh. Press firmly into your feet. Reset them if you need to for a low bridge flow, brushing your heels with your fingertips. Palms face up by your sides. Start with a deep breath into your heart. As you exhale, press into your feet and lift your hips, not too high. As you inhale, lower your hips slowly down and sweep your arms up towards the ceiling and then up by your ears like you're holding a block between your hands. Exhale, lift your hips back up and bring your arms back down to the floor by your feet. Inhale, lower your hips, sweep your arms up and then up by your ears, arms parallel the whole time. Exhale, lift your hips and lower your arms back down. This is our flow. Inhale, lower the hips, sweep your arms up. You can add on by pushing the back of your ribs down. Exhale, lift your hips, bring your arms back down, and you can add on by pushing a little into the backs of your arms. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, hips down, arms up. Maybe add a sigh as you exhale, lift the hips. Last one. Inhale, arms sweep up as your hips come down. And then exhale, lift your hips, bring your arms by your feet. Stay in low bridge for 2 great breaths. Fill up as if you could enliven and brighten your energy just by breathing deeply. Last breath in. Squeeze the block a little bit, and as you exhale, roll down, upper back, middle back, lower back, hips. Move the block out of the way. Take your arms into a goalpost. You can take a moment to absorb that. And then a gentle and slow windshield wiper. Keeping your feet grounded. Inhale, pivot your knees over to the left. Exhale to center. Inhale, pivot your knees to the right. And exhale, center. You can keep with that, or inhale, knees left, nose right. Exhale, center. Inhale, knees right, nose left. Exhale, center. Do 1 more to each side. Land back in neutral. Locate your strap for Supta Hasta Padangustasana. Take your strap around the sole of your right foot and extend your right leg up to the sky. Start by keeping your left foot planted like bridge. And I'd like to begin with a little foot massage. So you're holding each tail of the strap in your hand with a nice soft grip. And then you slowly start to floss the strap side to side, rubbing it along the sole of your foot. You're going to go all the way down to the heel, and then keep sliding the strap left to right as you go all the way up to the ball of the foot. And then do that 1 more time, all the way back down to the heel. And then bring the strap, sliding it up to the ball of the foot and land. You can lace the strap around your hands so your arms can be relaxed. I think we could all agree that we need a little more softness in the neck and shoulders. Now you can stay here, or if it's a kind and caring choice, you can extend your left leg straight. This is a really lovely opportunity to get the experience that the ability to do a shape is not the same thing as it necessarily feeling good. So just because you can straighten that left leg doesn't mean that you need to. Find your shape. Soften into the pose just a little bit. Relax your skin. Relax your gums and the backs of your eyes. Exhale all your breath out. Inhale into your right hip, right low belly, and right low back. Hold the breath. As you exhale, reach up through your heel. Pull your low belly down on the right side just a little bit. Release the work. Gently release the strap and gather your right knee in towards your chest. Just give a little squeeze for a sec. Bend your left knee and plant your left foot on the mat. And then as you exhale, hook your right ankle over your left thigh for a figure 4. The first option is to simply stay right here with your left foot on the ground. Very mellow hip opener. If you'd like to go a little deeper, you can use your strap or your hands and reach through the gate of your arms, interlacing your fingers or using a strap around the back of your left leg. Keep the back of your neck long on the floor and flex your right toes towards your knee to protect your knee joint. Let's take 3 cycles of breath here, working a little activation. Start by exhaling everything out. Inhale into your right hip and low belly. As you exhale, gently press your right ankle against your left thigh, very gently being the prime word there. Release the press. Inhale into the right side, right hip, low back and low belly. Exhale, maybe add a sigh as you gently press ankle against thigh. Once more, release the press completely. Inhale into the right hip. Exhale, press ankle against your thigh, and for extra fun, gently draw your right low belly down. And release, step your left foot to the floor. Unwind your right leg, and then take both legs all the way out straight and feel again the differences in your two sides. Exhale all your breath out. Inhale into low belly, middle ribs, then upper chest, and hold. And take a sigh. Plant both feet flat, knees point up. Grab your strap for the second side and take the strap around the sole of your left foot, extending your left leg straight up to the sky. Start with your foot massage. So you're just threading the strap left to right. Start at the ball of the foot and slowly walk that strap down towards the heel, and then slowly walk it back up. This is a myofascial release technique, really good for your feet. And then do one more, back down to the heel, and then all the way back up to the ball of the foot, where you're going to pause and possibly loop the strap around your hands. Choose what you want to do with your right leg. Keep it in a half bridge shape or extend it straight. Soften intentionally your neck, your shoulders, and your jaw. And if it's useful, maybe come back to that beloved being, person, friend, pet. Think about how you'd want them to feel in this shape. Inviting in a breath and a quality of energy that's relatively gentle and kind. Next time you inhale, breathe into the left hip. As you exhale, reach gently up through the back of the left leg, through the heel, and for extra fun, draw your left low belly a little bit down. Release that, slide the strap out of the way. Gather your left knee into your chest, give it a little squish, and then plant your right foot back flat. Figure four. Gently hook left ankle over right thigh. Stay or catch the back of your right leg with your hands or with your strap. Make sure the back of your neck is long and relaxed. Your shoulders aren't creeping up by your ears. Shoulders down, collarbones open. Exhale everything out. Inhale into your left hip, low belly, and low back, like you're gently opening a balloon inside the left side. Exhale, gently press left ankle against right thigh. Soften completely. Make sure your jaw is relaxed. Inhale into the left hip. Exhale, press ankle against thigh. Do it without your teeth. Last one. Soften completely. Inhale, left hip, low belly and low back. Maybe a sigh or a lip flutter as you exhale, press ankle against thigh, and then draw your left low belly a little down and in. Release, plant your right foot flat, relax your arms out, unwind your left leg, and extend both of your legs all the way out. Find your way into final rest, Shavasana. And take a last moment just to observe how your energy integrates to neutral. It's kind of a pranic osmosis or a pranic diffusion. And take a last moment to feel the effects of this pretty mellow, integrating, and hopefully pleasurable practice. Let's finish it with one final round of Dirga breath. Exhale everything out. Inhale into your low belly and low back, middle ribs and middle back, upper chest and upper back. Hold the breath at the top. Big old sigh. Exhale, release completely. And taking final rest. Now from here, you're welcome to stay in Shavasana for even up to 5, 8, or 10 minutes. You may find that from here, you want to move into a more active practice. You may also find that you're ready to just move on with your day. So from here, you're on your own, and we'll close our time together with one last breath. So if you'd like, you can bring your hands together. Take a big inhale and a big exhale. And may all of us find a sense of care and of healing and of wellness through this practice and through all of our movement and wellness practices. Thank you all so very much for joining me for this video and for letting me guide you. All right, please feel free to connect with me, email me, write a comment, share, like this video, subscribe to my newsletter. I'd be so grateful. And thank you so very much, as always, for being willing to learn and maybe try something new. Many blessings to all of you. Namaste.